Okay, now we will check this group by class in our Postgres. Now, so far we have seen this aggregate function, right? Now I have a query that now I want to list, now these are our venue IDs, right? So I want an event IDs. Now I want to, I have a query that how many venue IDs are in the name of one. Somebody who is very intelligent, then he is going to use simple count function. What is that? I'll just use a simple count function. I'll use select count of what is the column, or just if you are using a star from it, so I'm going to list, okay, star I'm going to use, or you just take the above one only. Okay, so I'll take this above one only, same syntax, right? Event name, instead of event name, I'll use venue ID. Now I'll use venue ID. So venue for ID as no need of aliasing, directly I'll use from events. So what will be our, so you just remember this table. So we are having 8 rows and 4 columns, including this one. So I'll just get an output what we will get. So see, we got like 8 count. So what is that? Venue ID together, all together we are having a 8 in the events table. Column is venue ID. So now somebody is having doubt, what is a star? If we include the star, it will reflect the same. So it will include all the things and it is going to get a 8. Okay. It is depending on all the rows. Now we have used over here what? Venue ID. Now one of you or me may get one doubt, right? What is that means? No, it's fine. Now I'm getting venue IDs or 8. Now I want to get how many venue IDs are having a number called 2. So at the time, we simply use the where clause where venue ID equals to what? 3. For example, I want to check how many venue IDs are in the name of 3. So I'm going to ask and it is going to give me 2. So you can see here only we are having venue ID is 3. So it is going to get a 2 rows we are having with the name 2. Now somebody asks, now I want to know how many is having a venue ID is 2. Is that a legal? Is that a legal? We cannot use this multiple things like that. If you are going to use that, you are going to get an error. So we cannot have values like this. So in this cases, we can move for our group by functions. See how our group by functions actually works. Okay, we get commented out. Now see, the main thing is what is our group by functions, right? So the group by function, group by class in Postgres is used to group rows that have the same values in one or more. What is that? One or more columns also you need to remember. Then apply aggregate functions. Okay, the group by class in Postgres is used to group rows that have same values in one or more columns and then apply aggregate functions. Okay, so it is going to apply enough functions, in a rows which is having a same values in one or more rows. Now what was our query actually? I want to know how many venue IDs are having like 2 and 3. Okay, at the time what I can do, we are going to use a, see, I'll just copy this simple syntax over here. So, okay, I think we have highlighted, right? We'll take this off. We'll take this copy and I'll paste over here. So see, check here, this query, select venue ID. Okay, I'm going to select venue ID, count all. So count all as a total events from which table? Events table. Now group by with the venue ID. So we want to count venue IDs all, okay, and we need to group with the venue ID. If you observe this output, you will understand what actually happened. See now. Now, venue IDs are there, right? What is the definition is stating in our Postgres? Group by class in a Postgres used to group rows that have same values. So same values means you should have a same data type. Okay, same values in one or more columns. So in one or more columns, same values. Now venue ID is 3. So here see, venue ID is 3. Okay, total number of events that we are having is 2. How it is have done? the group by clause actually group with the venue ID. How many number of count that we are going to get means we are going to get a 2. So 3 with venue ID 3, how many rows we are having means 2. With the venue ID 2, how many rows we are having means 3 we are having, and with the venue ID 1, how many rows we are having means 3. So like that our group by clause can be used. But whereas in our above statement, if you observe in this above statement, we are not supposed to get this individual means different, only one at a time we are going to get, and that too not exactly. So that is what in such situations we can use our group by clauses. Okay, so we'll take one more example. So summing sales by category. Now we are not having here any sales thing in here. So the same thing. So we are going to take category sum sales as total. Assume that you are having a table over here. Okay. What it does means it is going to select this attribute column as well as this aggregate function sum of what inside that sales will be one attribute as a total sales. So it is going to take as a total sales from the books and group by category. So based on the category, it is going to sum up the sales and it is going to list you how much category is going to get a sales this much percent. That is how we are going to get the sum. Using sum we can also get. Now having clause. Now this is one also one of the info. Having clause is used to filter groups after aggregation, similar to where, but for grouped results. So since where we are going to get a single individual in our group by function, if you use having clause, we'll get a group thing. So now I'm going to take this particular thing, this query I'm going to take since it is already there, I'm not typing it. So paste it. Now analyze what is happening actually. What is happening? Oh, we'll just check whether our attributes are there. Yes, venue ID is there, event is there. Now select venue ID. Okay, count star. Okay, multiple count we are going to do as total events from events group by venue ID we are going to do. But what this actually having clause is going to get means if it is the count is greater than 2 only, you give me the result, or else you don't give me the result. So you observe this below table, and after executing what is the result, you check me. See what we got. We have eliminated, or the query is eliminated this venue ID 3, because what is our having clause is going to tell me is you just give me the count of what values which are greater than 2. So these venue ID 2 and 1 are having a greater values than 2. So this is going to give us a result. So that is our simple group by functions. Using group by functions we can use